Emotions significantly affect our driving. Worry and sorrow can distract us, while anger or rage may lead to aggressive driving. Even happiness can reduce our attention to hazards. So it is important we recognize these emotions and ensure we are calm and focused before driving to maintain safety. So now let's look at few scenarios purely from an exam standpoint. First scenario is about annoyance. Say you got annoyed for whatsoever the reason. So what is recommended? Only drive off once you have calmed down. Next scenario, you applied an emergency brake to avoid a road accident. Your hands and knees are shaking. So what is expected? Take a break at the soonest opportunity, and also later you should ponder if you could have avoided the situation. Let's look at the next scenario. Scenario is a provocation for street race. A driver provokes you for a street race. What is the expected behavior? Totally ignore such a behavior. So let's look at the next scenario. So driving under time pressure. So you are hurrying to the airport. You're worried you might miss your flight because you're short on time. So what might happen is that you underestimate the risk and you might go too fast. Next scenario is unsafe overtaking. After overtaking, a car pulls into your lane without giving you sufficient space. What is the expected behavior? Brake to maintain the safety distance, remain calm and avoid conflicts. You should not honk or flash the headlights. Okay, it's important that you remain calm in such scenario. Scenario 6 is bad mood before journey. So what if you have bad mood before journey? Be aware that it causes distraction and aggressiveness. So it's better calm down before you take off. Alcohol and illegal drugs. In this chapter, we will look at the impact of alcohol and drugs on our motor skills, reaction time and judgment, which can lead to dangerous situations. Alcohol and drugs seriously affect your ability to drive safely by slowing your reflexes and impairing your decision making. So let's take a note of few important aspects purely from an exam standpoint. Please note that all drivers during their probation period and those under the age of 21 are not allowed to drink any quantity of alcohol and drive. If you have consumed excessive alcohol, there is no fix to restore your fitness to drive. The only way to clear alcohol from your system or your body is through time. For example, it takes about 10 hours to eliminate an alcohol level of 1 per milli from your bloodstream. Please note, it's 10 hours. Even small amounts of alcohol can affect your driving by causing reckless behavior, delay in your reaction time, and impairing your hearing and vision. So it is crucial to wait until you are fully sober before getting back on the road to ensure your safety and the safety of others. Just like alcohol, consuming drugs or illegal medicines can have equally dangerous impact while driving. So let's take a note of some of the aspects with respect to illegal drugs and medicines. Consuming drugs like hashish can lead to dangerous hallucinations, reduced reaction capability, confusion and depression. These effects make driving extremely risky. Driving under the influence of drugs can result in serious consequences, including fines or imprisonment, compulsory medical or psychological examinations, and even confiscation of your driving license or a driving ban. Cannabis products in particular can lower your awareness of other traffic and reduce your ability to concentrate on driving. Similar to alcohol, drugs like cocaine, hashish, and certain medicines impair your fitness to drive. Always avoid driving if you're under the influence of any drugs to ensure road safety. So now let's look at Few other aspects or trigger points that might result in the restriction of physical abilities. So these are some additional aspects covered with this slide purely from an exam standpoint. So please take a note of these. Driving after a long day's work might result in lower concentration levels. It increases driving errors and it leads to quick fatigue. Listening to loud music, this causes nuisance to other road users and it also hinders detection of signals from other traffic. The result of high ambient temperatures, this negatively affects concentration during long journeys and this increase the number of accidents. What are the signs of tiredness? This is when there is lack of concentration and when there is microsleep and driving mistakes. When do you think you should interrupt your journey? When concentration decreases and also wanting to pick up a fallen item. How do you recognize tiredness? It's when you have heavy eyelids and there is frequent yawning. So that means it's time for you to take a break. How do you countermeasure fatigue? It's by taking occasional breaks and then get some fresh air. So please take a note of these as well. Now let's look at some additional general driving tips and consideration. Tips for driving during high summer temperatures. To stay safe in high summer temperatures, make sure to drink plenty of fluids and plan for regular breaks. This helps prevent dehydration and fatigues. Let's look at some examples which might distract you while driving. Use of telephone, of course, distract you. So avoid using your phone, even hands-free, especially in stressful traffic. Be aware that children nagging in your backseat and strong emotions can also distract you. What are the signs indicating the need to interrupt your journey? If you're having difficulty staying in your lane, you struggle to keep your eyes open, or you find yourself yawning frequently, it's time to take a break. How do you respond to tailgating and slower drivers? So tailgating are the cars following right behind you. So some expected behavior is adjust your speed as needed and stay calm. Avoid provoking other drivers even if they are tailgating or driving slowly. Maintaining a calm conduct helps ensure a safer driving experience.